got some guitar necks I'm working on, two for Explorers and another one for an Epiphone Thunderbird. This will be a replacement neck. It's going to end up being narrower. And this has a tilt that's around 14 degree. I'm going to go with the 7 degree. Well, I needed blanks thick enough. I've used 4 different types of wood for making these: mahogany, walnut, cherry, and maple. I made 3 of them long enough for bass guitars and 3 that are long enough for guitars. Turns out cutting all this wood and preparing it to be laminated for necks is kind of tedious. I got some walnut here and some mahogany. I'm going to run these through my newly acquired but old joiner. I spent some time leveling my tables and adjusting the blade height. I made these magnets for doing that in this flat wood. Got this at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to run some wood through there. Once again, I've set up the support tables or wings on my table saw for handling large pieces of wood by myself. Now I've already got a straight edge here that I've ran through the joiner. This edge is crooked and rough, so I'm going to straighten that up. I'm going to lose 3/8 every time I saw to get a 1/4 inch strip. So it's going to be 3/8. So I'm going to try to get 4 strips out of this, which means I'm going to lose 1.5 inches. I want 9.5 minimum left. Okay, that's over 9.5, so I can make book matched tops for the Explorer bodies. You have to be safe about cutting thin strips of wood against a fence, and I found the best way to do it is to put the thicker piece of wood against the fence and have the 1/4 inch slice come off on the outside. The reason we're cutting it with the slice on the outside is it's a lot safer than trying to get a 1/4 inch in between the fence and the blade. If you set that up trying to cut the 1/4 inch strip on the inside, you don't have no way to push on it. It'll probably kick back on you when you come to the end. And you get a lot more chance of getting blemishes in the side. Put the workpiece in. It's against these 2 stops. And bring the fence over to the workpiece. Lock it down. That's going to give me a 1/4 inch strip. Well, once I got it going, I got consistent cuts. I've paired up some wood for laminated guitar necks. Then I run the wood through my thickness sander until I get all the saw marks out. This will be the 5th laminated neck I've been doing. I put wax paper down first. I put these blocks, a little more wax paper on top of it so the glue won't stick. And then I'm going to set my pieces on top of here. I'm going to lay my first 2 pieces out here to be glued. I've decided to use this roller instead of this brush to spread the glue. Okay, I've got the wood all together with the glue in there. Try to line up my ends. Just tighten them a little bit. These C-clamps are to keep the wood from shifting up and down this way when we put the other clamps on. Here's the squeeze out. I'm going to take it off. This has been setting for about an hour. I went through a whole bottle of this glue, gluing up 6 laminated guitar necks. This was $7 a bottle. This was $26, and you can get 8 of these out of this bottle. So I've just been refilling these bottles with this. You do the math. Once these laminated necks were glued up, they were then ran through the jointer and the thickness sander. Now that we've got these all glued together, the next video will be turning them into these guitar necks. Stick around. Come back for the next video.
Marvelous.